We wake up to a world where there's not a Nintendo Direct this week. It's kind of a big bummer. But alas, there still are new games being announced. It might not be in the Direct format, but it is in the SwitchForce Thursday Games format, Gabe, and that's why we're bringing you another lovely list of 8 new Switch games. 7 are brand new titles, 1 a release date update.
Can we have a moment of silence, Zach, for the hype train that crashed because we didn't get...
I think it just ran out of steam.
Maybe
it
ran out of...
I think it just paused.
Sure. A moment of silence. Okay, the moment's over. Yes, new games are happening. They might not be the super exciting ones that are probably going to be mentioned during a Direct. We don't have any Joker gameplay for you here, but we do have other games.
We got 2 Jokers to tell you about the new games of the week, and that's what we're going to do. But first, we always give away something cool. Last week, we gave away a $10 eShop gift card, and the big winner is... Skim Guy. Congrats. I'm glad you're excited for Mario and Sonic at the Olympics, and we will get that code to you ASAP. This week, we're giving away a copy of the Phoenix Wright Trilogy for Switch. Those games are still very, very solid, and it is a lovely little package. So all you gotta do is like the video, leave a comment letting us know which of the following games you're most hyped for, and we'll pick a winner next week. All right, Gabe, we're gonna start with one that's a little spooky.
I'm scared already.
But it's a conundrum because it's made by, or it's based on a Lovecraftian universe. This is Call of Cthulhu. Love and monsters mix so kindly, and they are bringing it to the Switch. Focus Home Interactive is also bringing Vampire later this year, and now they just kind of like casually mentioned that Call of Cthulhu is coming as well.
Have you ever played the pen and paper RPG?
I have never played any pen and paper RPG.
Okay, me neither. We should probably fix that at some point. But I know that this is based off a pen and paper RPG. There's a bunch of video games already like out there in this universe, or I don't know what we call it. Just a bunch of Cthulhu games out there. I've never played any of them. This looks kind of weird and creepy, like you mentioned.
Yeah, it is a role-playing survival horror experience. It previously came out last fall on other platforms. It got middling reviews. Some places it did better than others. It's sitting at a 67 on Metacritic. So it's a nice, I think, just like interesting franchise to get on Switch. I'm not sure that it's a must-buy, and we don't yet have pricing or release date info, but stay tuned. I'm sure that will be announced some point soon. But if you don't want to go into the Lovecraftian world, maybe you want to go down to hell. Nope. Hey, if you're Sabrina the Teenage Witch, maybe you do.
Oh. Well, is she a teenager in the new show? Yeah, she is.
Oh, yeah. She's in high school, dude.
Yeah.
Unless she's remedial, unless she's going back like a decade.
Dude, that actress looks so young. All right, let's not talk about the chilling adventures of Sabrina.
Let's not talk about it. I'm not a fan. Okay. Way too much motion blur. Down to Hell is a hack and slash game that has a lot of heavy metal influence, and they say that it is bringing Devil May Cry plus Metroidvania plus Souls-like all in one. It's coming to Switch. It's starting out in early access on PC with like an episodic structure, but they say that later this year, what I assume is the full package, will be coming to Switch.
Well, you started off by mentioning one thing that I don't like, which is metal. It's just not my preferred type of music. But then you went into mentioning a bunch of stuff I do like. So, I'm interested now, Zach.
It has a really nice art style. It looks very pretty. It's obviously a side-scroller. They promise electrifying boss battles. Again, you got combo-heavy maneuvers from DMC, you got the difficulty of Dark Souls, and then, Metroidvania stuff, so one to keep tabs on. If it reviews well, this could end up being a pretty sweet package for Switch. It almost has like this is going to be weird, but like a Limbo meets Mortal Kombat aesthetic. There's a lot of blood and gore and violence, but at the same time, it's very like Limbo-esque in the way that it looks.
Yeah, please let me change the soundtrack. I don't want to listen to metal.
Okay. Tabletop Racing World Tour probably has a completely different kind of soundtrack, and that is coming to Nintendo Switch in Tabletop Racing World Tour Nitro Edition on May the 1st. It's going to be $30 at launch, but it's currently $24 if you pre-order, and this comes from a litany of tabletop racing games that began on mobile, moved to Vita, then eventually transitioned to other consoles, and now coming to Switch.
Yeah, it's basically a kart racer. So move on over, Mario Kart. You are doomed.
Maybe not doomed, but while we wait for the next Mario Kart or Nintendo to maybe one day add a competitor of its own to that genre, we had some hopes with the Star Fox Grand Prix game that now is Starlink.
It was never a real thing.
Right. So this one, keep your eyes on it. I don't like mobile games, but it's got online, offline, battle mode. It looks decent.
It says it's single-player campaign, is what I was to tell you. So,
ooh,
yeah,
that's pretty good.
Yeah, it'll be interesting.
Not too shabby. Solo is something I don't like to be. I'm a very needy people person, but Solo is coming to Switcheroo in the near future. This is a puzzle game. Gosh, it dives into deep questions about human love amidst block puzzles.
Solo is a game about love as a fuel, the force that drives us. Zach, this sounds like this game's right up your alley, dude.
Right up my alley. A cute little character. Reflect on love's place in your life as you take selfies, combine blocks, solve puzzles, contemplate and explore a living world. A beautiful seaside world with archipelagos, sleeping totems, and eventually answer a question about love and relationships. Goodness gracious.
What if this game has the answer to the meaning of life?
I am down for it. I hope that it comes out, and I hope it's as cool as it looks.
It's a very, very cute art style. Yeah.
Yes, it is. A game that is not new, but is new for Switch is Valhalla Cyberpunk Bartender Action. It's coming to Nintendo Switch on May 2nd for $15. This is a text-based game where you play the role of a bartender in a cyberpunk world. So if you're excited for Cyberpunk, and we know that game is a ways away, this is kind of like a sort of mini version on Switch.
There was a dog with shades in the trailer at one point. I don't know very much about it. I know nothing about being a bartender, but Zach, let me tell you a little bit about this game. Bartender Jill listens to everyone's tales while mixing drinks for strangers and regulars alike. Engage in lively conversations with a humanoid robot pop star, the editor-in-chief of a prominent magazine, a boy crazy hacker, and others to unveil the society of Glitch City, as seen through the eyes of its citizens. Jill pours...
Okay, Gabe.
Oh, I don't know why, but the trailer, I saw Brain in the trailer. I was like, oh. All right. Jill pours libations, but her patrons pour out their souls. Zach, don't pour out your soul.
I'll try to keep it inside my body.
Yeah.
This game has received a pretty good amount of love, so it may be one to keep an eye on. They're also doing a limited run games physical edition for the Switcheroo. That one will be later, but the game hits the eShop on May 2nd.
For $15.
Yes. Fathers are a tricky thing, and the Padre is going to help you dive deep into that because it says it will scare you and also make you laugh. This is a retro 3D horror adventure game inspired by classics in its genre. It says you will need to use your brains to solve challenging puzzles, as well as your brawns to fend off monsters, all while trying to unravel the mysteries of the mansion and your own dark past. I am getting into my own conundrum here. It says, be wary though, if you fail enough times, it's permanent game over, which has me very intrigued. Because this game comes on April 18th for $20, and in their copy it says, be wary though, if you fail enough times, it's permanent game over.
Like, the game just won't let you play it anymore?
I assume it means for that save file. Like, if you...
oh, yeah. That
you know
makes
what I mean?
way more sense.
Yeah, like, it just ends your save file, and you just have to, like, start again.
Yeah.
It's not a roguelike, but, like, maybe something similar. It's very old school looking. I don't know if this has any appeal to you.
Is that what it is? A father? Is that the type of father? A priest?
Yeah, I think so.
Oh, okay. All right. I just hope that it just doesn't let you play the game ever again.
Yeah, like the whole Psycho Mantis thing. I always thought it'd be so cool if there were games that like
that was awesome.
It just like ends. Like if you lose enough, like it's just over. Like or
sucks
you know, how free to play is like like free to play is like the whole thing right now. But what if there was a game where it was like it's $2, but if you die, the game deletes itself, and you have to pay $2 again to like open it up. I feel like that'd be a great. I mean, a horrible consumer concept, but a really interesting one to see executed. It's out in a couple weeks.
Okay.
I don't have anything else to say about it.
Me neither.
All right, let's go to our release date update for the week, which is Sniper Elite V2 Remastered, hitting Switch on May 14th. Same day as other platforms, digital and physical.
Yeah.
It's going to be $35.
Okay, let's get physical. Physical. I was watching that episode of The Office. Sorry.
Yeah, you like that one. I feel like you have that same joke in another episode.
I did. I like that episode, yeah.
Let's see. Sniper Elite V2 Remastered introduces a brand new frame-by-frame photo mode, 7 new playable characters from the Zombie Army series, multiplayer for up to 8 players online, and all the DLC ever released.
Oh, okay. I don't know that I was going to get this one, but hey, at least now we have a release date and pricing information. Are you going to play it? Do you like these games? You asked me that last time. I'm asking you now. Do you like these?
I played 2 of them, I think. I couldn't tell you which, and I had fun with them. Like I do like sniping a lot. I'm terrible at sniping when it comes to like Call of Duty or Halo or like multiplayer.
But this is slow sniping.
This is slow, nice sniping. You get to feel like you're very accurate. They are bringing Sniper Elite 3 Ultimate Edition to the Switch as well. Mm-hmm. I'm more interested in the remaster because that one is all dolled up as opposed to just re-releasing an old game.
Yeah.
I have no interest in multiplayer for this.
Oh, because you're afraid that I'm gonna snipe you.
$35?
It's a lot.
I guess it's remastered. I don't know.
Yeah. I mean, you're not gonna notice as much on Switch, but yeah. Okay.
I would like to see how it runs.
With its legs.
See how it looks.
God.
Sniper Elite V2 coming your way soon. I mean, it's nice that it's an April experience.
Yeah, we need experiences in April.
Don't have a direct, so...
Now there's so many games in April, so yeah, I don't mind.
Yeah. Okay. Let's talk about Headspun. This is a live-action adventure which takes place in the human brain. I don't know that I've seen a weirder game on Switch.
At a glance, when I first heard about this game, I thought it was called Headsprung, like the LL Cool J song.
God.
It's a terrible song, and I thought there was a game based on it.
This reminds me so much of... What was that movie... Ozzy and Drix were the characters. Osmosis Jones. Did you ever see that?
Yes, I saw Osmosis Jones.
Right? There's cartoon characters inside the guy.
Yes.
And that's kind of what this is. The people I don't know. I'm going to give you some details. After waking from a 5-week coma, Theo Kavinsky finds his life in disrepair, and with no memory of the accident, it's up to Ted and Teddy, the conscious and subconscious voices in his head, to work out what happened and put his life back on track. Combining live-action storytelling with elements of adventure, Headspun puts players in the shoes of Ted. What Ted thinks is best for Theo isn't necessarily a view shared by Teddy, however. In the process of repairing the cortex, rehiring a team, and finding out what happened the night of the accident, Ted and Teddy must cast aside their differences and learn to work together. Rich FMV storytelling, branching dialogue. I don't know.
FMV games freak me out, dude.
Yeah, this one's a little creepy.
Yeah, no, because I never like. I'm sure they worked very hard on it, but the caliber of acting in them is what? It's like me with my skits when I make a video here.
Yeah, it's cool. Interesting.
It's cool. It's cool.
It's coming this summer. There's no price, no date. So
you can't prepare for this anyway. So
no. All right. So Call of Cthulhu, Down to Hell, Tabletop Racing, World Tour, Nitro, Solo, Valhalla, The Padre, Cyber Elite V2 Remastered, and Headspun. Gabe, what is your pick or two from this week's slew?
Down to Hell. That looks really, really cool. So
it does look cool.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with that.
I like that a lot. I'm also going to give a little love to this solo game. I mean, a title like this could go either way of being completely forgettable or a nice little gem. It looks interesting, and it oddly it oddly reminds me of Firewatch. I don't really know why. There's much more puzzle solving. Well, it's because do you think love is unlearned or is it taught? Have you ever loved with your full heart? What comes first, your family or your lover? And then she's taking a selfie of herself. I don't know. Okay. I feel like there was a lot of these debates in Firewatch, at least similar themes. I hope it's good. That's my pick.
All right.
Let us know your pick in the comments down below. Try and get your hands on that Phoenix Wright code. We will wait another week for maybe a direct, but even if there isn't one, we'll be back with more new games next Thursday. So thank you so much for watching and being a part of it. Enjoy your week. Hit that like button if you enjoyed the video. And until next time, for myself and Gabe, SwitchForce out.